I don't work here but, by user Q007. So this just happened at work today and I thought I'd share it. I'm a shift supervisor for a retail drug store chain. Regardless of your position at the store, your shirt has the company name and logo on it. On occasion the store manager will wear business casual if he has to do something outside the store. We all wear a lanyard with the company logo on it with our name tag and scan card at the end. When you walk in, there are 3 cash registers next to each other. About 3 feet in front of the registers is a 3 feet tall wall with candy, magazines, and other impulse buys. Customers wait their turn in that 3 feet space. Quite often customers with a quick question will be on the other side of the wall to ask their question. So today the lunch rush happens and I jump onto a register to help my front cashier get the line moving. As we're ringing customers up, a customer wearing business clothes approaches the wall. Let's call him John. John has a dress shirt, tie, and a name tag pinned to his shirt. From the design of the name tag I could tell he works at the hospice nearby. Quite a few of their employees are our customers and a lot of their patients get prescriptions from us. John says, "There's a man over there that is looking for men's hair dye." I told him I don't work here but you're busy so I'll help him. I tell John while ringing up a customer, "Aisle 2 between the men's razors and the deodorant." John responds, "Where's aisle 2? I say, "Right behind you." John sees the aisle marker and goes help the man. I can see aisle 2 from where I'm standing and I see John helping a much older man find and pick out hair dye. The older man proceeds with his shopping and so does John. The next time I see John, he's finished paying for his stuff and leaving when I run up to him and say thank you. John waves and leaves. Tired dude who looks like a bum works at the grocery store? Okay then, by user Jabuka locked. Didn't think I'd have a story for here again considering I rarely leave the house, but here I am. I needed to make an excursion outside to feed the kitty her treats of choice as I had run out from spoiling her rotten like she demands. All bow before the cat queen in my home, lol. So I get my stuff on and get ready to leave and walk to the grocery store to pick up her tast IIEs and some more cat food. Cast, Moi. The meat popsicle. Karen, the clueless idiot. SM, the store manager. He, helpful employee just doing her best. To paint a picture of what I looked like today. I'm in a grey hoodie and a toque, beanie to you Americans, a grey Guinness tank top and navy blue pajama pants, black DC shoes and an Attack on Titan man purse. I in no way look like an employee of anywhere. I'm in what I like to call bum couture. I also have headphones and listening to some music. I get to the store jamming out to some Slipknot and proceed to go about my business. Grab a basket and beeline to the pet aisle. I pass the registers and am instantly accosted by this neon green-haired woman in her late 40s wearing a shawl and looking like she belongs in a craft show. She instantly starts in on me, looking everywhere else but at me. "Karen, listen here little man, I'm looking for dish soap and I have no fucking clue where you people hide that crap. Show me where it is now." Moi pulling out one headphone, "Pardon?" Karen groaning angrily, "Ugh, do you morons even listen? Where is they dish soap?" Note she's snapping her fingers in my face at every word. Moi instantly pissed off at the snapping, "I know where it is but with your attitude I'm not exactly inclined to help you." Karen puffing up in indignation, "Listen here." Moi cutting her off and yelling right back in her face, "No you listen here, these people don't get paid enough to deal with your shit and I don't work here so I am definitely not getting paid enough to take your nasty shit. How about you open your damn eyes and look at me? What about my appearance says I work here? What about my clothing could possibly indicate that I am employed here? Karen taken aback that someone dared to talk back, "Well I never." He moving over from customer service, "What's going on here?" Karen before anyone can get a word in, "This asshole has been rude to me and dared to talk back to me. I demand he be written up and fired this instant." Moi, "Page a manager please. Clueless here thinks I work here and also requires glasses." He bolts to go grab the manager and we stand there. I just fold my arms and wait while Karen hisses vitriol at me about how I'm going to be mega fired or whatever. I stopped paying attention and went back to listening to Bleed It Out. SM and he appear minutes later just as Triviumson and the sentence starts. "SM, what's going on here?" He sort of filled me. Karen before SM can finish his sentence and right back to screaming, "This little shit refused to show me where the dish soap was and was rude and insulting to me. I demand you fire him and compensate me for my trouble." Moi, "She's clueless. And thinks I work here somehow. I just want cat food and treats." SM, "Ma'am he is plainly a customer, look at him. PJs aren't part of the uniform here. Karen actually looks at me and really takes in my appearance for the first time. Seeing that I'm literally here dressed like a lazy couch potato. And lets out a weeko. Evidently she's a common problem at this store because the SM surprises me with his next remark. SM coldly and obviously very annoyed, "Ma'am, this is the third time this week you have abused staff and customers. Leave now, and if we see you here again you will be trespassed. You are banned from this location indefinitely. Now please leave." Karen, enraged, throws her basket to the floor and rages out screaming about lawyers. SM apologizes to me for what happened and I just brush it off. Not too worried about it as it's dealt with. He goes back to customer service and tells me to check out with her when I get what I need. Gave me a 25% discount on my kitty tasties and kitty food. So all in all, not bad. All it took was dealing with an idiot for 7 minutes. Paid, dipped and went home. Now I'm sitting here with my cat happily snoozing in my lap like the glorious queen she is. TLDR, Karen mistakes a couch potato for an employee. Gets lifelong ban from the grocery store instead for being a raging Karen. And I go home to a happy cat. Edit, cat tax and spelling. https://imgur.com/a/azr7hrk. Mistaken for Lululemon employee, by user Halcyon_Siskin. My friend and I often hang out in the form of running errands together. Last week, I accompanied her on a shopping trip and she wanted to try on some stuff at Lululemon. I was just there for company/moral support, so I was happily exchanging sizes and colors for her and just chatting through the door while she tried stuff on. At some point, I take a seat and start doing the Wordle. A woman accompanying her daughter, maybe, says to me, "Excuse me, okay, so we've been watching you running around waiting on this one woman, meanwhile we've been waiting for 5 minutes. Can we get a room or what?" For some reason I was compelled to apologize and then say I didn't work there. She didn't follow up with an apology or anything, just said okay. What is it like to be that bold? Yes, I work in retail. No, I'm not a babysitter. By user amazing_emu54. When this happened I was working as a checkout chick in a supermarket and it was between one of the COVID lockdowns in Australia when non-essential stores had opened for a bit. I was at a shopping centre in H&M getting some of the basics I'd been needing to replace, new pair of jeans, singlets etc., when an entitled mother, mask down to her chin, I sadly recognized as being a regular annoying customer at my store, march up with her little boy Gollum 4 to 5. Side note, I had worked at the same store for several years and had seen Gollum grow from a normal kid to an entitled brat, and she had previously tried to trick me into babysitting Gollum while I was at work. Hey, I just need to grab a few things. Could you watch my baby for a quick section? Turns to walk away. Me, sorry, no, I can't. And, you may not have noticed but your mask isn't on quite right. I was getting very sick of reminding customers about this but couldn't help it. Storms back over. Have you got something better to do? Me, that doesn't matter. Don't you work here? I'm a paying customer and you need my business. Me, no, I don't work here, but that wouldn't matter. This is a clothes shop and people here are working so no one can babysit. She said a few more things before storming off, dragging Gollum, who had begun pulling things off the rack. At my next shift I was dreading the encounter when she came up to my register. Gollum was screaming in the trolley about wanting macas, but she didn't act any different. I guess she hadn't recognized me and just assumes that all retail workers look the same and exist to do her bidding. I couldn't say no, by IDontWorkHereLady. Nothing major, just a post to say that not all people asking for help assume that you work at the store, sometimes people just need help. I was doing my grocery shopping, hoping to hurry up and get out before the evening rush. As I rounded a corner, an elderly lady was blocking the way. I said excuse me and was going to go around her when she looked at me and said, "Can you help me?" I could not bring myself to say I don't work here, I just said of course. She needed help reaching some items on a higher shelf. I'm only 5'6", so I had to reach on my tippy toes, but I was glad to help. One item I couldn't reach, so I enlisted the help of another shopper who grabbed the item with a smile. She said thank you and went on her way. Team effort.